my kid's been having these exploding moments. We've done all this work. We've gone to therapy. Like, what can I do? Do I do his cord for him? Do I picture grounding him? No, you ground yourself. Hi, spiritual and conscious parents. It's Carrie here, and we're back. We're here with episode 105, and we took a little break. We did a little spiritual learning. We did a lot of connecting, growing, healing, releasing energy in our journey, and we're ready to connect with you today. We want to talk about when we're connected to our true self, when we're showing our real colors, our bold colors, when we're unleashing the frock, we'll get to that in a minute, then we can truly live our true calling. We can truly live from our heart, from our spirit. And guess who feels that? Your kids, your partner, your husband, your wife. They feel it when you are living your true purpose, when you are living from your heart instead of from the veil or the place that society thinks we need to be. So let's talk about Unleash the Frock. I was doing a reading the other day, and it was really cool because I've done it several times. It's really interesting when you're doing these readings because these things will just keep coming up and you're like, okay, yep, I get it. Okay. So I'm having this energy moving along. It's coming through Carrie Lingenfelter, about unleashing the frock. The frock is like, an old style English dress, and how we have this, sometimes it's described as a veil, how we have these perfection images of what we need to be, what society thinks. And the frock would have been the English version back in the day, right? Of having to be the perfect woman, having to look a certain way, having to have a certain air about us, right? You couldn't just walk outside and dirty your frock walking barefoot in the garden. You can't do that. So what I'm thinking now, and it keeps coming up for me, is part of 2026 for me. My word for the year was magic. And it was like, you're gonna take this spiritual class and you don't even know why. Because I've unleashed the frock, I'm hearing my own heart, and I had no clue what I was doing, why I was doing it, right? Why are you taking this spiritual class, Carrie? I don't know. I was called to do it. I heard it from my heart. Now I understand that calling idea. So unleashing the frock, as we unleash that frock, peel the layers of the onion of protection, as I've said in previous podcasts, we as adults have been conditioned to be the good child, to go out, go to school, get our education, go get married, buy a house, have 2.3 or 2.6, I can't remember what the exact number is, of children that we're supposed to have, right? We have that conditioning of what being a good human looks like. When we start to unleash the frock, we are breaking free of the mold. We are moving the energy. It's all about energy, right? How much of that energy is inside of us that we need to release so that way we can go out and be who we truly are meant to be? Okay, so I've been doing that for like 6 months. Well, I've been doing that longer when I started the podcast and all my spiritual journey of becoming a parent, because that's when it like broke my mold of like, hey, Carrie, this is not working. You cannot follow these parenting books of what to expect when expecting. Like, you cannot. Your child was not made for that. Your child is not a mold. Your child is this unique, own, amazing, special person that brings in their own challenges. So as soon as I started to break that mold, and even more diving into 2026, because you guys, this is the year to unleash the frock. This is the year to get that energy moving. This is the year to really connect with all of these other people, because as soon as you unleash that frock, guess what? You're going to be starting to hear all of these other people coming from around you, like they're unleashing the frock too. I've met all of my frock mates. I hope you meet your frock mates, because they're out there and we're all coming online. We're all connecting and we're all healing together. So what that looks like for me is, there's a tool that one of my teachers taught me a long time ago, and I do it with my kids a lot. And I ask my kids, like, which tool? I've given them all these different tools. So you can do an animal tail as your grounding cord. When I talk about grounding cord, we're picturing it from our hips going into the earth. And a lot of people can talk about grounding cords. They can talk about roots. They can talk about animal tails. One time my son had a shark's tail, and it was connecting from his waist all the way down into the earth. And we release the energies of the day, because as we're trying to be the good parent, the good partner, the good girl, boy, man, woman, human, we quiet all of that energy, right? We shelve it down, we stick it in, we don't let it out. And so we need to let go of that. We need to let go, release that energy when we're having hard conversations. When our children are erupting in a moment of being a human, because guess what, guys? Being a human is really, really hard. And when you're getting ready for your day of school, you can't find your one specific socks as a highly sensitive child, and you have to put on like 8 layers because you're going in the snow, and oh God, it's so uncomfortable, I can't even put my arms down right now. So when you're humaning and you are really sensitive, it can feel so painful to be a human. And if you're looking to mom or dad and they're not connected with themselves, who do we have? I want to check out if I'm that kid because I don't have anybody. I don't feel safe. Oh, this humaning is so hard. I'm gonna start leaving my body. I don't want to be here. Do you want to be here in this hard world sometimes? No, I'm gonna check out. So really, if we as a parent are connected to ourself, if we're connected to our spirit, if we are putting that cord down as a parent, you're picturing that whale tail, it's going into the earth, and you're releasing all that energy of the day. You're releasing that kid's energy. Or guess what? If my son's lighting up in a tough way, an explosive way, because something really intense like school starting, that's a lot of emotions in our house. Even with all of our spiritual tools, school is starting, and that brings up emotions. Even in a very emotional, supportive school, it still brings up emotions. It still moves energy for the kids. It can trigger stuff from previous times for this kids, right? So if he's exploding, he's lit up, it starts to light up in me, right? Oh God, I worry about his future. I worry about, am I being a good parent? I worry about, did I give him enough skills? Why isn't he pulling out his spiritual tools? He knows them all, right? All these little triggers come up with us. Guess what I can do in that moment? That is my time to move energy. I can send it to the earth, because the earth, she is giant. She is strong. She can move that energy. She can change it back to positive energy. So we're going to send all of that energy to the earth. And so these moments of challenge, guess what they are? Opportunities to grow, opportunities to shift the mindset, to shift the heart, to connect to the spirit. They're opportunities to release that energy. And when your kid is lighting up something for you, that's something where you can be like, ooh, why is that coming up now? I thought I was like super spiritual Carrie, right? I'm like a reverend now. I should not be lit up, but I still get lit up. We all get lit up because we're humans, and we're going out there living that human experience, especially if you were a highly sensitive person, which I'm finding like so many of society is highly sensitive. I swear. Every time I talk to somebody, I'm like, ooh, yeah, you sound like highly sensitive. Have you ever looked into this? So as we're humanizing and we're highly sensitive people and we're living the day-to-day life and we're living in society with their expectations and their veils and their frocks that we have to wear, we are having to quiet these pieces. And as we start to break these pieces open and we start to pull off these onion layers and heal these pieces inside of us, we are starting to see how we can connect with our true selves. And guess what this looks like? You guys, this is I don't feel like I should keep it a secret because it's pretty awesome. But as we start to connect with ourselves, we are lighting ourselves up in a positive way. We are turning on our connection. We're connecting with the universe. We're connecting to the earth. We're connecting to all of the human spirits around us, because isn't that a beautiful thing? To connect heart to heart, to connect energy to energy. When we raise this energy, when we are all connected together, it's like this new era, this new revolution of amazingness that's coming right now. I have so many made up words today because, so passionate right now about it. But our family can feel when we are lifting our energy. It's really cute. My husband, he was like, okay, pay for these classes right now. Like, we're doing this, we're going to try this. And then he was like, it's so amazing how lit up you are in a good way. It's so cool to see you so happy, so connected, coming from your heart. Like, oh, it's like we're remarried again. Or my kids, they're seeing me live through hard moments. Okay, so yesterday I was coming back to the podcast. I was so excited. I recorded this episode. It was all paciente. I was all excited. And then I realized, I went back to listen to it, and it sounded like I was in a garbage can recording, and I was like, what happened? The microphone was off, you guys. Now, Carrie from 10 years ago, she probably would have like had an explosive moment, right? Like, I put my heart and soul into that podcast, and what the heck just happened? But this Carrie, who has been connected, was able to feel that energy boiling up, send that energy out. Sometimes you can use like a cord, you can use an animal tail. For me, I pictured a balloon, and I sent all of that energy into the balloon, right? I used an object that didn't have meaning to me. I just pictured an object. I've heard soap bubbles. I've heard people talk about roses. I pictured a balloon, and I sent all of that energy into the balloon, and I released it. And then guess what? I said to myself, okay, Carrie, well, you obviously either made some mistakes, or the universe doesn't want you to release it right now, or there's some reason that you have to re-record this, right? There's some reason that I don't understand. And you know what my heart said? Okay, I'm cool with that, because I've been working on myself. I've been working on that energy. I've been looking at how to release it. Now, if we're raising these kids who are amazing kids, but coming in vibrant, and they are turned, connected to that universe, they are brilliant, very smart, highly, highly sensitive. Their brain works very speedy. They pick up knowledge. They ask you 85,000 questions a day, right? You can't keep up. You're exhausted. But these amazing kids, they're coming in and they're turned on. But as they're turned on, they're going to light up quickly, not always in a great way, sometimes in a really amazing way, sometimes in a way like, oh gosh, life is really painful. I was expecting to wear my one pair of pink socks, but they are not cleaned. Mom, why didn't you clean them? Why didn't you buy 5 pairs so I could have one for every single day I have to go to school? Oh, I hate school, and it's a chain reaction, explosion, etc. When we can teach them about these grounding pieces, when we can teach them how to blow balloons, when we can teach them how to connect, how to see, oh, this is bubbling up in me. Let me release that. This is bubbling up in me. I don't want to release this as yelling or hurting or throwing things. I want to just release it. So it has to start with you, mom and dads. It starts with us. We show them. One time I was taking a class and I was like, okay, my kid's been having these exploding moments. It's been a rough season, right? We've done all this work. We've gone to therapy. Like, what can I do? Do I do his cord for him? Do I picture grounding him? No, you ground yourself, because they meet you. They will come back down to you. They will see you, and it's amazing. It works. And if I do the cord and it's still not helping, one thing that I've noticed is, those feelings that I feel bubbling up with me, you are not in control of this child. This child's going to grow up and have bad things happen to them. I blow it all into balloons and pop those balloons. I blow it. I get rid of it. And as I can get rid of that, I can come back online with my spirit. Because when it's painful for them, I'm so connected and so sensitive, you guys. I can't even describe how sensitive. It's painful for me. I am taking on their pain. I'm taking that on. And then I can't think. I can't connect. I can't hear my heart. I'm just like, what's going on? I need to meditate, guys. No, I need to help them connect. I need to connect myself. Because if I'm not connected, they're not connected. It's just like the airplane, right? When the oxygen masks drop, please put your mask on first before you put your kids on. I used to have that joke with my husband, like, oh my gosh, I am not the mom that will put her mask on first. Husband, you need to get the mask on the kids because I will be passed out. You need to get the mask on me probably. No, put your mask on first, daddy, because this wife, she will not. So yeah, we have to look at ourselves and connect with ourselves. And all of the people around you, once you can start doing that, you will start attracting friendships around you that are also connected. You will start connecting. You will start meeting people around you that are also spiritually connected. And what kind of world is that? That's pretty cool, because when you're having a tough day, you've got 85 people you can call. Okay, maybe not 85, but like 5 people you could call to help you reconnect, to help you go for a walk in nature, ground yourself, stomp it out, talk about it, re-energize your spirit. So, are you guys ready to unleash your frocks? Let's do a little meditation here. So I'm going to picture, I like the one, it was taught to me by a teacher many years ago, and this is one of my kids' favorites, so I'm going to do it for you guys. So if you have a moment, you can sit down, close your eyes, or if you're driving, you could note this spot and come back to us, because we would love to see you. So picture the white light spiraling around you from the top of your head all the way to your feet and going deep into the earth. Picture a gold light starting at your head, spiraling around you, going down to your feet, deep into the earth. It's energy of protection. And you can say positive energy only, no negative energy allowed. You can picture your roots growing deep down into the earth, deep, deep into the earth. And you can picture, I can actually see energy draining down into the earth. Energy from yesterday, energy from 2 months ago, energy from when I was 6 and told I was too sensitive. I can feel the weights lifting off my shoulders. I can feel the breath. I can feel my spirit. What color is your spirit? What color was your energy that drained out? And I'm going to picture twinkly stars all above me. And as they're falling down onto me, I can feel all of this beautiful energy rehabilitating my spirit, lifting up my energy, lifting up my physical body. I can feel it through every cell of my body, this recharge of how much love I'm surrounded by, how much love I'm connected to, how much love is in my life. I can feel all of these stars filling my aura bubble. It's filling it complete all the way to the top. And I feel so grounded, so complete. I'm going to say an affirmation. Thank you, universe, for showing me what I need to see to connect with my true self without hesitation. You can open your eyes, feel your bum on the chair, your feet on the floor, wiggle it out, and unleash that frock. Like, I'm serious. Physically take off that veil. Physically unleash that frock. You are yourself. You are a beautiful spirit. You do not need to hide your true bold colors. Go in your closet, pick out something bold, like put it on. I shouldn't be wearing brown today. I should be wearing teal or magenta. That's what my closet's going to be filled with. My abuelita, she was cute. My mom used to always wear black. And my grandma was like, that is not good energy. You need to be wearing indigo blue or violet. And she was dressed in that same color head to foot, including all of her makeup and her accessories. So, feel that energy. If you can shed the black, try to shed the black. And I'm really proud of my mom, waving to my mom right now, because she is now grab the torch for my grandma, and she wears the colors. I'm very proud of her for venturing into that spiritual side of herself. This week, do you think you can try to see if something bubbles up in you? Just be aware of things that are bubbling up in your life. And if something resonates, like your throat hurts when somebody's talking about something, release it into a balloon. Release it into an object that you feel drawn to. It could be a lamp that's lit up, and you release it into that lamp and you turn the light off, it's gone. It can be any object that you choose that you feel drawn to. When you feel pain in your heart, when somebody's talking to you and it brings up something and you don't even have to know why. It could be from another life. We don't even know if it's from this life. We don't know if it's from yesterday. Release it. You can ground it. You can blow it into the lamp, turn out the light. Any of these things. When we are connected to ourselves, when we're lighting up our spirit, those around us are going to see it too. We're helping others. By turning on my spirit, I'm helping others to turn theirs on too, guys. You listeners, you're turning on your spirits just from tuning in. One last thing that we would love to say from the spiritual parent and Carrie Lingenfelter. I, Carrie, would like to say, if you've enjoyed any of our episodes, if you could share it with one friend, that's a way to light up my spirit and light up your spirit and share our love, is sharing this with other people that you think it would resonate. Happy times, listeners.
Please remember that the information shared on this podcast is educational in nature and does not constitute license